Good morning. For me, that is. Maybe not for you. I am so happy because we are at the home stretch of putting the last video together for this Ralph Lauren 4th of July video series that I have here on my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you haven't subscribed, you're probably going to want to, because if you found me for the first time, I discovered a beautiful hobby of loving seasonal home decor and doing creative projects here. So feel free to click that subscribe button. I would love for you to join my community. Today is the last video for the 4th of July series for our Ralph Lauren seasonal home decor. We're going to end it with a very intricate tablescape. I included this in the formula when it comes down to expanding in my home. Don't worry, I'm going to be showing more of like the living room area. And if you don't know, we moved here a couple of months ago. I'm trying to get my house a little put together, but just like with the tablescape, we made it work with what we had because I don't have a dining room table still. It's on the horizon and hopefully it will come soon. Anyways, I'm yapping. I have my coffee this morning. I want to get the tablescape out before we head out to hang out with family this weekend on the 4th of July. So again, if you're interested in seeing how the tablescape ends up, feel free to keep watching and let's begin. Something I would have done a little different is I would have gotten solid blue plates for the place settings, but this is all we have. So we're going to use these. However, as I was kind of doing a prep, I would have done it a lot differently. I would have probably did like a more of a solid, maybe lighter blue, just because there is a lot more darker blue on the table. But overall, I still think it's going to come out really cute. So let's keep going. Another thing I didn't get to show you in the shopping haul was that I completely forgot that I had no cups for the table setting. I like to include cups in the overall tablescape. So I ended up finding these cute little plastic cups. Let's see if I can get out the way. This one has fireworks. This one has stars. And then hold on, let me get the other ones. This one has the USA with hearts. And then this one is just kind of the flags. Again, really simple, really cute. I wanted even to do like more of a paper plate setting tablescape in this video because mostly 4th of July is probably using paper plates. But if you watch that shopping haul, I have like an American flag paper plates. I even had like a teddy bear napkin that I could have incorporated. We ran out of time. We're going to get better, I promise. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed just yet. but we're going to get a lot more organized because I want to be so intentional with the things that I get and being able to create content that shows variety versus just one version of the thing that I have. Especially with a tablescape, there's just so many ways you can decorate it and it can still look really nice, aesthetically pleasing, timeless, even if you're using plastic or paper within your tables. I wanted to showcase that and just be truthful. I forgot I didn't have cups, so I ran to Home Goods and I found these cute party cups. And again, I keep saying this in every shopping haul when it comes to Home Goods. They're paper goods for the holidays. If you just want something plastic or something a little more high-end, but it's really, really beautiful. Home Goods is really where I get a lot of my stuff. They really continue to set the pace and tone for a timeless look when it comes down to my seasonal home decor. Don't look at something like this and say, oh my God, it's so beautiful, but I have kids, or it's so beautiful, but I work doing it outside and I have family over and we don't want to clean up. You can still make it really beautiful with things that you can toss away or not worry about it breaking. So let's continue. We're almost done. I'm talking a lot on this tablescape, but that's fine. Another thing I wanted to incorporate that I'm not going to incorporate in this, one thing about this tablescape, it got really busy very quickly. And that's just because I wasn't thinking colors and contrast, which I told you in my last video that I want to take you more on the creative process of how we become a little more organized and structured with how I decorate for my home for every season, because it's a little chaotic. And if you have a creative brain like me, or you get inspired by the things that I do, you want it to look a certain way. But if it's too chaotic and busy, then it's going to flop and you're not going to like it, even if it is cute. Because the table has American flag placemats, and then on top of the plate, there's an American flag for the smaller plates right here. I was going to do a gingham napkin and I was just going to put it on top, but it blocks it. I was just like, okay, we can't do this. So one thing I did do that I won't show here is that I printed a 4th of July napkin ring, and I printed, and you could change the colors on these if you have a 3D printer. I have the Bamboo A1 Lab or the A1 Bamboo Lab. I don't know which one it is. But anyways, this is what I wanted to do. This is the paper napkin that I got from Home Goods. I opened it up, just squeezed it in the middle, and then pulled it through. And again, something you can utilize for outside, so that way you don't have to worry about cleaning up, versus cloth. But we're still going to use these. We're just not going to use the napkin rings because I can't put them on top because it's just a lot going on. I'm going to show you where I'm going to do instead. So we are officially done with the Ralph Lauren 4th of July home decor that I did here on my channel. I'm really happy the way it came out. There were a lot of adjustments that I needed to do when it comes down to how I decorate, and that's probably being a little more organized with the colors and how I'm combining them versus constantly putting it all together last minute in hopes that it looks good. If you're someone like me who really likes things to be aesthetic and timeless and looks really put together, feel free to click that subscribe button. Again, I'm gonna show you more of the behind the scenes of things that I'm gonna start incorporating versus doing this last minute. This was a very last minute put together, and I wanted to stay committed to my goal of decorating because I fell so far behind within the last month. And I was just like, oh, well, we're gonna post almost every day on YouTube. We're gonna figure it out, and we're gonna be able to execute in hopes that we become way more proactive with the content. So stay tuned. We are heading into a different seasonal home decor. One that I might add is going to be speaking from the heart that a lot of people don't put together, but your girl is a little sports girly. Just to give you a little hint of what's to come, there's still going to be things that I have to be flexible on because things happen when it comes down to seasonal home decor. For example, I didn't use the table runner that I got from Target. I was going to use it as a tablecloth, and I was just like, oh no, I'll do it as a runner. It just got too busy because we have a lot going on when it comes down to the prints versus we should have probably incorporated more of the solid colors. So it's just a matter of adding some contrast and the way things look. But I'm excited for what's to come. Hopefully I'll be a little more organized and you can see the process improve over time. And hopefully that inspires and helps you when it comes down to decorating your home for the season. I love you so much. Also, shout out to everybody who wrote a comment on my previous videos, especially within this series. It really means a lot to me. You have no idea how much I appreciate that love. Stay tuned and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye.